I have clicked.
Wait, I'm not ready. I'm joking.
I have clicked start.
Alright, right.
I don't know what that means. Ah!
Alright.
Ah. Yes, that's the notification we're all waiting for.
Yes.
Hello, the core art girl. Hello, Stick Cat Studios. Amazing. Hello, Emily Stewart Smiley Face. Hi Dog, Galaxy Survivor. Oh my goodness, it's streaming it. Holy hell! Look at all of the people.
Yes, all of the beautiful people joining in onto the beautiful live stream with the beautiful people in the live stream.
Indeed. Welcome back to another episode of The Fandom Lives, a stream that will go down in history as one of the live streams that happened on Wednesday. Hi, and welcome to our guest, MrAmazingVA.
There. Oh, yeah, it's me.
How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing phenomenal. How are you?
I'm doing phenomenal. To be honest, today I got back from work today at about 4:30 ish, which is relatively early. But I felt so wretched I had to lie down, and I feel like I've just woken up, which is a kind of okay. I feel all right. I feel better. I don't feel ill anymore, but I do feel a bit kind of groggy. So I appreciate your patience with me, and you have been patient with me already this evening. And
Yes, I am the man of many patients.
It's great. Yeah, that's why they call you the Doctor. Anyway,
Doctor?
the Doctor.
Never heard that before.
Yeah. So before we get started with the stream, a few announcements for you guys who are watching. It's great to see so many of you guys in here with us. Thank you. TwoAllNighters merch is on sale. If you look in the chat, you can see the links to the Teespring page. Lots of stuff on sale there. At this time where things are so uncertain, why don't you express your love for your internet subculture by buying a t-shirt or a hoodie? The hoodie is awesome. I was actually wearing it today. Good. So do check that out. Please do ask us questions during the stream. I feel like I'm getting better at responding to people and interacting with chat. I guess it's kind of coming with practice. Obviously, Mr. Amazing, you're free to kind of pick out questions from the stream as well. If people have requests, then we're keen to do that. Obviously, we have a bit of a structure as that I have kind of planned as well, but just bear with us and appreciate your patience while we are getting to your stuff. Jade, oh man, thank you, man. Anyway, cool. So if you would like any other different content creators to appear on the Fandom Lives, let me know. At me on the Discord fan server. I will inquire for anybody. I've been surprised as to the take-up of people who are willing to appear on this daft little stream, and it has been pretty amazing, no pun intended, so far. And obviously today will be amazing as well for different reasons.
Not like I haven't heard them before.
Hey. But yeah, please do at me for any requests with individuals. And maybe double back and take a look at some previous episodes, because maybe someone that you're aware of has already appeared on the Fandom News. Anyway, also, I'm going to go straight onto the TAN fan server, speaking of which, straight after this stream to say hi and hang out. If you watch this stream, if you enjoy it, if you would like to talk to me in person, or I'm going to extend this to you as well, Mr. Amazing. I know you've got things to do later on today. But if you'd like to pop into the fan server, you are more than welcome.
Okay.
You don't have to. It's just there for you if you want. And first and finally, before we do get started today, a huge thank you to Michael King. Michael King is the guy who made the mod that we are about to play. We're about to play the Undertale Remastered mod. You can check it out yourself and add it to your own game by googling Undertale Remastered. And following.
What are the differences with the remastered?
You'll see. You're going to see. Anyway.
Oh boy,
yeah,
wait
amazing.
Without your expressing it.
Let's begin, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's stream. Welcome back, and very excited to introduce the Phantom Lives. Oh. Welcome back.
Fandom lives.
The fandom lives. I'm going to turn myself down a bit because I'm peaking. Holy hell.
Don't you want to be loud and proud? Isn't that
Loud
the
and
goal you
proud.
wanna try to set?
I mean, breaking the people's ears isn't what I wanted when I signed up for this. Do you want to be a voiceover artist, Jamesh? Yes, I do. I want to burst people's eardrums. Okay, here we are. Welcome back. God, I need to relax. I need to chill. Welcome sideways. Hello, German Mindtail Lottie. I recognize you. You're cool. I like you. You can stay. Let's freaking dive straight into this game. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Hang on. Here we go. Hey.
I'm gonna pause it on YouTube, so I just have to pay attention to your screen.
That's fine. That's fine. Oh, no,
I'll pay attention to chat.
that's great. Thank you.
That is beautiful.
This is our pacifist run. Our hero Greg.
Oh.
Greg.
Is it true pacifist or is it like neutral pacifist?
Well, at the moment we're at the neutral stage. So, to be honest, actually, now that I mention it, we haven't gone back to Undines yet. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go back
do
to.
it.
I'm literally on the verge of fighting King Asgore, but you know what? Screw it.
Let's go pay a visit to the fish lady.
Let's double back to Undine's place because we're meant to be doing a freaking pacifist run. Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look. I want the notes on one side. I just want to sort out my screen just briefly. I want my Google Doc on this bit, and I want the stream chat here. I'm just going to try and squeeze it all on my screen.
Your Google Doc. What are you reading off a script?
I've got questions in preparation. I basically asked this similar sort of questions to all of the guests.
Okay.
In a vague attempt to be organised. As you can tell, and as you have already sort of experienced this evening, organisation, not my forte. Not my forte, let me tell you. Yeah, let's begin. Who the heck are you? And yeah, what's your story? What brings you to this Undertale stream?
Who am I? Let's see here. Well, I'm MrAmazingVA. I'm a comic dubber. I'm a voice actor, and I'm learning more at becoming an audio designer since I have a knack for loving just juicy audio design. It's so good, so juicy.
Okay.
And I'm here today because you asked me to come.
Thank you for like showing up. It was great.
Not to mention we're friends.
Yeah.
We're friends, and I a part of TwoAllNighters, which is the part of the channel we are live streaming on. And then I was like, yeah, do this.
Awesome, so cool. I think I'm going the long way. That's okay. We can talk. We can walk and talk.
Hey, Sally Turk just donated $2.
Holy hell, Sally! This ain't your first rodeo. Thank you so much for the donation. That's so generous. Oh my goodness. I mean it. It's really, really kind of you. Yeah. So you're an Undertale content creator. I didn't realize that you had like more of a passion for like the audio design element, because obviously. Yeah.
I know. I'm just very limited, and yes, I know I use like the same sound effects, but oh my god, I want to learn more about audio design. It's just so good.
Yeah. I mean, from what I can hear from the projects that I've seen of yours, like you have a high standard of like audio design, and I agree. I think particularly with the kind of sphere that we're in, like audio. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Audio like design can really enhance. Hang on a minute. What the hell? I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going, bud?
I don't know. I think yeah. So continue that way. Yeah, you may no.
I've
no,
already
wait, yeah.
been here. I'm walking through the same place. How
Can
do
you
I
go
get to
back?
Undynes? I
Can you
think
go back to Undyne?
I went to the wrong. I think I chose the wrong floor on the.
Maybe.
I went to the wrong floor. You are. We've had a request. We've been requested to give your epic Sans voice.
I don't know if I could do it. It's
Yeah.
oh, what's going on, bruh? Oh wait, bruh, bruh. It's literally just my Sans voice, but it's deeper and it's just more outgoing. My goodness.
Yeah. I guess you're potentially more well known for your blueberry. Do you think that's fair?
Yes.
Hmm.
I think so. I wouldn't really know.
Okay. Because we've done you've referenced this already, but we've been in a few things together. But I guess you're more well known for the stuff on your channel as well, and it's mostly, as we've said, like the comic dub sort of element. Have you
I
done?
mean, I've been
Yeah.
been well known for a couple more things. Like I mean, I hate to toot my own horn without being asked to, but I mean, I voiced in a Bendy and Egg Machine animation, Bendy and Egg Mouse. I was Bendy's VA from Artistic Cookie. That was a very well-known thing.
Oh,
I was
cool.
also Epic Sense in Yo Penalosa's reverse short animation, and I was also the editor and story shift car for the Battle Trio Meat series.
Okay. So you've been involved in a whole bunch of different things, but like animate within like an animation, the field of animation, I guess.
Yes, I have been asked to voice in animations, and it's just like never.
That's so cool. So cool. But obviously we're talking about the game that we see. Oh yeah, this is where you can see some of the features of this
It's
mod.
recolored. My
Yeah,
God.
all of the sprites in battle and in dialogue have been fully colored. So that's basically the main thing with this remastered mod. Let's hang out. Okay, stand behind me. Yeah, so Undertale is obviously the main kind of thing that really propelled the sort of creativity, I guess. When did you play Undertale straight away, or did it take a little while before you played it?
No. How it happened was that I first watched Markiplier play through it when he first started it after he ended after part 2 because everyone hated how he played it. I think was
Oh,
the
okay.
reason. I watched all the boss fights all at once. That's right. I spoiled myself. Then I realized, hey, my friends are into this because my friends were talking about it, and that's where I made my first video on my channel where I played Undertale with my friend, and it was the god awful stupidest thing I could have done.
I mean, everyone. I don't know anyone who's in our sort of field who doesn't look back at their earlier work and cringe. But we all got to start somewhere, right? Let's have a look. Oh,
Discord crashed.
oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
Okay, I was just saying that no one likes looking back at their earlier work.
Oh god, yeah. Yep.
The cringe is real.
Cringes too. You. Oh yeah, Undyne's ridiculously huge sword. That's
Amazing. It's just this is it's fortunate that you've come in at this point, because this is by far and away my favorite scene of the game. Just the everything about it just makes me laugh. I'm grinning away. But no, so you're obviously known for like the AU Sans that you voice. But
yes.
is that your favorite character, Sans, or do you have another favorite character?
I don't have a favorite character at all. There's just too many to choose from.
Sweet.
I mean, they're all cool. I like them all. Like, what do you want me to say? Oh, I like this person way more than this person, and I like this person way more than this person should, and this person. It's like, I can't decide. They're all cool.
Yeah, that's true. And they're all cool for different reasons as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe
Actually,
choosing a favorite is just a, an arbitrary
Maybe I
choice.
should just say Sansa's my favorite, and then the next time someone asks me, I say Papyrus, and then the next time I say Alphys. I just keep switching it every time.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think that your your favorite
I mean, I'm
character.
technically not lying.
Yeah. Oh, we see it. I see your question, Lottie. Thank you for that. But yeah, like your favorite character, like could change based on your mood, right? Sometimes I feel more like Alphys is someone I relate to right now, or Papyrus is someone I relate to right now. So maybe my favorite character can change. I don't know. Lottie's asking, what's your favorite game after Undertale? Which is a fantastic question.
After Undertale, Jesus, let's see. What game did I? Oh, Detroit Become Human. That's right.
Detroit Become Human. Okay.
When that was still a thing. You know what? This is only my own opinion, but it's funny because Detroit Become Human had like a huge fandom at once,
Mm,
then it just suddenly dropped. And
yeah.
from what I've seen, and I don't know why.
I mean, yeah, maybe potentially a bit of like a flash of the pan thing. I don't know.
I
I
mean, it was a
actually
good game.
I never played it. Maybe I should.
But
Yeah.
you gotta play it, dude. It's a good game.
Okay. Yeah.
It's well made. Well received too.
I mean, for me, in answer to the question, Skyrim. It's Skyrim. If you guys don't know, in the last couple of weeks, I've started streaming Skyrim on Twitch, and it's been just a blast. Yeah, it's been so good. I've done some voice work for like Skyrim mods as well, which I tell you what, that's a fucking, oh no, I swore. But no, the freaking like
What?
when you like first come across a character that you're voicing in a video game, so you're talking to yourself. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You voiced in Skyrim mods. Oh my god.
Yeah, man, it's great.
I've never known this about you.
Oh man, yeah, I don't just kind of sit around all the time.
Where you
It's
get
just
those
most of the time.
auditions from?
Casting Call Club, you just kind of freaking put your voice out, and eventually, you cast out enough lines.
I've never seen freaking mods for Skyrim, though. My goodness.
I mean, if you're interested, I'll invite you to the Discord server. Stuff happening all the time.
It's fine. I'll find my own.
Okay.
Chair my own way open.
Whoa. Hey, don't get up. That's not Undyne's voice. Okay. So
You
we
sound like an old hag. Hey, don't get up.
Hey, don't get up. Let me make the tea.
Oh no.
Cool. So obviously you play Undertale or watch it Markiplier play it, and then eventually kind of get drawn in through that experience. At what point do you become like a creator in that process? When do you start
So I
creating?
think it started off with me just getting really interested in Undertale because, like, before Undertale, I was just a guy in my room playing video games all day, or well, mostly all day, watching YouTube. I was basically the epitome of a. Then I got into Undertale. I did a lot. I was watching a bunch of these AMVs. I was watching a bunch of these other things. And then eventually I came across the channel Super Shadic, X200 or N50.
Yeah, I know that channel.
250X.
Okay.
And, I'm pretty sure they were the first people who made comic dubs of Undertale. I'm pretty certain of that.
Okay.
I like their voices, so I thought, hey, that's cool. Then Starbot Dubs did their whole underline dub that I loved, and then they made an audition page for saying they wanted a male VA for their channel, or just underline, and of course, me being the fanboy, I made my first ever voice acting audition for it when I literally had no clue what I was doing, and the audition is still on my YouTube page.
Yeah. I mean, you got to try,
really
right?
Tell,
I mean,
you could literally tell I just did not know what I was doing, and I was just merely being a fanboy. After that, it just sort of didn't get involved with voice acting right then. It's only after the Thought auditions came out is when I really got invested, because I found a website to audition voice acting roles.
Yeah.
And started making a bunch of auditions on Casting Call Club, and I met a lot of these cool people. And yeah, and let's see. And I got involved with a couple of cool things, even though I was just a really cringy voice actor. Met some people who helped me along the way with starting out my own content. And let's see. I'm pretty sure what I first did was I voiced for one of those said friends. I won't name them just in case they don't want to be named.
Yeah, sure.
Then after that, I voiced things for my other friend's channel, Swap Dance Paris, aka who is my online brother. And we did Underswap comic dubs together, and it was really fun. And then I just wanted to just try it out myself. So I learned a little bit about Windows Movie Maker and Audacity, and I tried it out. I actually found pretty good success in views. And so I was like, this is fun. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep doing this. And then I did, and here I am.
Yeah, and there's definitely something pretty magical about the fact that it's one thing that kind of almost led to another, and it's sort of like built momentum, and that's definitely like a story that I relate to, and I guess that's hopefully encouraging for the guys who are watching this, like that if you choose something to kind of apply yourself to, then you know you can build yourself into a community in the same way. That's really really awesome, and it's obviously a
Yeah,
pleasure to be a part of it with you, I guess, in a small way. Um,
yeah.
cool. So yeah, so you're making comic dubs, you're collaborating with friends, but you're also building your own channel. Like, is there a point where things are working? Is there like a single project that stands out in your mind as being like a real success for you? Or
Well, obviously, well, for Project Rise, the Bad Time Trio Me was a huge success, like, in my opinion. Even after I made the one part, and then the artist already said they were going to continue in English. Surprisingly, they continued it in English. I dubbed over with the rest of it, and it was still a good success, and I thankful for that. And to a
mm,
point where everything's a success. I think it's where I got to this point where I could monetize and I can make money off of what I do.
yeah,
It made things a success, and to be motivated to keep going, even despite things being rough these past few months, and missing deadlines to post things and missing my schedule.
mm,
I still believe I hold a passion to this, and this is something I want for at least as long as I can. I'd love to do it for the rest of my days, either that or find something else that's similar to it.
yeah,
But this is something I relate to, and it's fun. I want to continue it just on as I really can.
yeah. And I guess success, the kind of let me think about this. I guess the success of that Bad Time Trio series, which, by the way, like, it's so exciting to kind of see the response of like the fandom to that project. 'Cause that must have been so like
Uh,
motivating, I guess.
was, and I was just happy to get some other names besides mine out there, considering the first Batman Trio dub I made was just all me. I did Sans, I did Papyrus, I did Kara.
Mm,
It was cringy. I mean, it was okay, but it was pretty cringy, to be honest.
mm,
I'm glad I got Zane of Ender King dubs and does voices to do the other voices for the characters, because they both are pretty talented voice actors, and I wanted them to get more attention. And I thought,
yeah,
hey, I know these guys, and they're great friends of mine. I'm gonna ask these guys. These guys are perfect. Then I got them on board. I also got Bree to voice Unknown.
mm,
Which is just the child that doesn't have a name. I just called them Unknown,
yeah,
or I dubbed them Unknown, and it was a good voice cast. I did pretty good audio design in my opinion. I really spent good amount of time on audio design, and that's when I was just first beginning to understand audio design. So I
Mm.
could still look back on it and say, yeah, I'm proud of that audio design.
Yeah.
And all in all, it was a really fun thing, even though I got really tired of it after part two. So I only posted like one part once every 3 months, and I was just like, and it was mainly me wanting to work on other things and post our one-off things. And I was like, okay, I'm just tired of this. I want it to be over with. And then I finished it. I posted the movie of season one because
Mm.
it was very unclear if season two was actually going to be a thing.
Yeah.
But lo and behold, season two, it's not going to happen. Unfortunately, it's season one, it's over.
But you still have that sort of almost like posting the movie, the kind of compilation of all of the parts. You still have that crown over the top. You still almost have that stamp of, yes, this is a project.
It was
This
also
is
me
done.
wanting to just re-edit part one because I didn't. Oh, because I used a soundtrack in the original part one that I didn't want in the movie because it was copyrighted, and that was before I was monetizing.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
So I wanted to replace that. I also think I did redesigned images so they looked much better.
Mm.
And two, I re-imaged edited that, and part 3, 4, and 5 went untouched because I thought they were all good on their own. I didn't think they needed any touching up,
Mm.
and I compiled them all into the movie.
Yeah, that's so cool, and I love that. You know, you're. I guess it takes a bit of kind of courage to sort of dive into like an older project that you feel like you've improved, and then touch things up and make some improvements on it. It kind of sounds a bit tricky, to be honest.
And it was also me wanting to make the movie from the very beginning. Like, I knew from the beginning I wanted to compile them all into a movie,
Yeah,
but I didn't want it just to be like, oh, I'm going to put this here, put this here, put this here, put this here, render it, post it, boop, all done.
yeah,
I wanted it to look more up to my standards nowadays. What I
yeah,
did.
yeah. That's so cool. Like, I guess like you get to see in quite real terms how you've progressed by re-editing that part one. You know what the original part one looked like, and you know what it looks like once you finish re-editing it. That must be like quite fulfilling to be like, yeah, I have improved. I have gotten better.
Yeah. I'm very proud of how better I have gotten because I hate to toot my horn again.
No, like I've taken, to be honest with you, as an editor, like in the last few weeks, I'm not kidding. I've looked at your videos and I've taken inspiration on how you edit videos.
My God, Jameis, I love how your visual designs. You have no.
Oh man, really?
You're a good editor. Yeah, you got good visual design. What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lie to you? You got a terrible visual design. That was a lie, but I'm telling you the truth by saying you got good.
Man, that's really cool because I look at your videos and I think that you're really good. Like I love the use of layers, you know, like, and I get like Blair and I were talking the other day about this as well, on a obviously a little dub that's probably going to go up next week or something, and they were like, oh hell, how am I going to like improve this? How am I going to make this better? I was like, well, from what I see from what people like Mr. Amazing do, is that you treat everything on the screen that moves independently as its own image layer. And Blair was like, oh. And you have to be so finicky with it, and just so the attention to detail is so crazy. But the results really do speak for themselves, you know.
And it's funny because I tend to like to do. I'm more fond of audio design than visual design because oh my God, visual design. It's like you have to recolor the image. Let me make an example. You've seen the Realizer's visual edits, right?
Yes, I think.
Realizer 367.
Maybe you need to break that down because I'm not sure if I remember.
Okay, fine. I'll go on the TwoAllNighters channel. Okay,
Maybe.
what has he? Actually, no. I can go to their channel. And...
Yeah, like if you go into maybe the fan server and just like share it in links or something, so that people who are watching can go into Discord and see what you're talking about. think that'd be pretty cool, actually. But like the kind of work that he does.
Edited for this. This is edited play. Just give me a second.
Yeah, sure thing. We'll go on. Oh, what is your favorite Undertale theme / AU theme? While you're looking.
I don't know. I usually like listening to YX the Shield's remixes for Underverse.
Oh yeah, Underverse is great. Love it.
Underverse is so good.
Yeah. Like the freaking, the theme that he's done for season 2. I kind of want to make.
Yeah.
I kind of want to make lyrics for it. I just feel like it's the kind of song that's like,
Okay.
there's like a verse and there's a chorus, and it's like, someone could put lyrics to this. Maybe I should. I don't know.
Oh, the Realizer made the badass cooking Undertale comic dub and the Handplates Part 1 Fate Memories comic dub for TwoAllNighters.
Oh, okay.
He's the editor.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So like the way that he edited.
Can I take like a minute to praise him? Like, for God's sake, have you that person, that individual, like, God, it's like a champ, and I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. Like, his editing is so good, and I don't get it, man.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like there are definitely editors around who I look at their stuff and I'm like, geez Louise, I have so much more to learn. But then it's important to kind of balance that with looking back on your older stuff and being like, yeah, I've gotten better than that. Like, I particularly the stuff that was back in like 2015 or whatever.
And don't you hate it when like these really good editors don't really get that much attention compared to others?
Yeah, it just seems crazily unfair, doesn't it? I mean, I guess that's a worthwhile question. What do you think it is? Do you think it's just blind luck that leads to like a channel kind of bursting into popularity? Like that's basically one of the key questions of like the whole series. It's like, how do you balance producing stuff that's good and that you enjoy and that you like with, getting popular? What is the balance?
It's a tough question because I feel like it's a little bit of both luck and just doing what you want to. And when I say luck, it's because I honestly think I got lucky when I first started and I got popular. But I also see how, because it's like I made these interesting things with interesting thumbnails. Like, thumbnails are pretty important.
Okay.
It shows off what you're going to. The video is about. It shows character, stuff like that. And before, I never even made custom thumbnails. I just chose an image.
Yeah.
YouTube. And things got interesting. Like, images in them. So, give it a title and see how it goes. Sometimes it's just a flop, and you're gonna have to accept that because you can't go like, watch this video. Watch this video. But there are others that just turn out to be really fantastic successes, like my Joey's Reborn comic dub. Like, oh my god, 5 million views. And, and when I look at it, I can see why, because the thumbnail is kind of clickbait, because, there's an arm on the ground, then you're saying Joey's running over, and it's just like, oh crap, did Joey die? Is he dead? Did he die? And it's just like, I gotta click and watch.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
another thing is...
Yeah, go for it.
Gotta make sure your content is to peak. Like, you can't just slap something together and just add music and then you're done. You gotta make sure it has... You gotta make sure you're proud with it. Like me, I'm pretty... I don't like... Actually, no. I don't know if it's like me being pretty prideful. I like to make sure that my videos are as good as I can make them, so to say. Like, I'm a guy who feels like I have to work to get what I want. And I don't just get handed things.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, wanting to do the best that you can on a creative project. In fact, I think that's actually really cool and neat. I think that's something to be, like, encouraged, I guess. you know, to desire to want to get better and to make almost to make. I often say of like the little because I never make anything much longer than 2 minutes on TwoAllNighters these days, but like I always describe my most recent edit as my magnum opus, my life's best work, and I hope that I am continually improving. Maybe not. There might be a couple of like highlights here and there that I really like, but I'm trying to improve with every edit that I make. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. I think that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like you've kind of gone into this already a little bit, but and we've really come neatly onto like the key question of this whole series. But obviously there are things that you're passionate about, and you've kind of talked about how you almost felt a little bit of pressure with the Bad Time trio to get that done.
Yes.
There was obviously the most common YouTube comment, arguably, we ever get is if there's a comic dub that does well, people always ask for a part two, regardless of whether or not one exists. You know that kind of almost pressure that's hanging in the air over your popular series. Like, how do you balance producing the things that you want to
I
produce with what you think the people watching will like?
quite honestly just ignore it. I just want to make what I want to make. And it doesn't matter to me if the fans want a part two for something that I've clearly stated doesn't have a part two. So I'm not going to stress over it just because there's not a single thing I can really do about it. And with Bad Time Trio, people think it's the fans that rush me in. It's mainly because I wanted to finish it for myself because it was going to be my first ever completed series. And I was like, come on, make this happen. What are you doing? Make it happen. It was mainly me pestering myself
Yeah.
and pressuring myself to make it, not any one of the fans. And if a fan says, "Listen, I want you to do this. I'm going to do a harmful action towards myself if you do not do this," it's just like, this is only my opinion, of course. This is just my own opinion. I'm not trying to say anything bad, but it's like, I can't help you if you're going to do that thing towards yourself just because I'm making something that you want me to make. Because, it sort of sounds like blackmail in a way, where it's like...
That genuinely
I don't know.
sounds like pretty horrendous. Are you telling me that you've actually had that happen before?
No, I've had friends. I had a friend. I'm not going to name them.
Yeah, sure.
It's had that happen to them, and it's sort of the reason why I don't really interact with my fans as often as I should. I don't want to get into a situation where something like that occurs.
Yeah.
What I want to do is I want to do what I want to do on my own channel and not feel like I have to be controlled by my fans. And, there are times where I don't have a single problem with doing what the fans want, which is why, I've stuck with Undertale thus far.
Yeah.
But, it's been a long time and I'm still happy to do Undertale, but I feel like I do want to move on and try some other things, which is why I did My Hero Academia comic dub.
Yeah.
It has over 100k views, so this looks like something I can try to do next. This could be my next big thing.
Sure. And yeah,
And
I think it's wise and it's positive to want to kind of branch out into other creative areas. I think that's really cool.
as obviously Undertale's dying. I don't think it's ever gonna really completely die, but it is dying in regard that it's not as popular as it used to be 2 to 3 years ago. And
Of
that's
course.
understandable. Nothing good lasts forever, and that's
Yeah.
just an unfortunate thing.
And it's
Undertale had a huge impact, and I'm still happy to do it till its final days in the dust.
yeah. I mean, to some degree, I do understand what you're saying. That like, Undertale is never going to be as high on like pop culture as it was after its initial sort of impact. After the first players got through the genocide run and Fort Sands, like that kind of visceral sort of like, oh my god, this is ridiculously crazy. Obviously, you're never going to experience that again by playing Undertale again. And arguably, and this is probably a bit of an unpopular opinion to state in an Undertale themed live stream, but I don't think As enjoyable as Deltarune was, I don't think it quite captures that sort of
Yeah.
wow that Undertale did the first time that I
I
played it.
really didn't like that either, considering I like Deltarune. I like to say, I'm gonna say this out loud, but I like Deltarune more than Undertale
Oh right, okay,
because it's more of my thing. Like I'm a fantasy Dungeons and Dragons player. I like medieval stuff, and
okay,
it is my thing.
yeah,
Way its play style and the way you have a party, it's just my thing.
okay, that's
I
cool.
really wish it got more popularity.
Well,
God.
maybe I should try playing Deltarune again because I only played through it once. Maybe I missed
Yeah, give
something
it a
on my
try.
first playthrough. But yeah, but like for me, like in terms of like on my first playthrough, I knew that I was playing something special the first time I played through Undertale. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, like I think it's wise. I think it's good to recognize that things change. The more things are never going to be completely the same, and trying to diversify the content that you're creating to match that is a really really good idea. I think that's really wise. Um,
Yes.
just to kind of move things on a little bit, we're making smashing progress through this playthrough. Well, I'm not actually making any progress at all. This has been one cutscene, but in terms of like the interview, obviously you are experiencing. I think over the last like few months, you've said that things have slowed down on your end, but from what I can see, your sub count certainly hasn't. It's
I
grown.
know.
It's obviously there's obviously a lot
It
of
is
positive
very
response,
grown. It
and
could be because of past videos instead of new videos too.
yeah, that's true. But obviously that the content that you're creating is clearly impacting and is clearly it's experiencing some kind of momentum. Lots of people are going to be looking at that and thinking, "Oh wow!" Like they're either going to be thinking, "That's amazing. I want to be part of that community," or they're thinking, as a content creator or somebody who might want to be a content creator, "How the hell do I do that?" So the question is, how the hell do you do it? Do you have any advice for people who might want
Okay,
to?
allow you. Okay, like what in particular are you talking about? Just
It,
doing like an Undertale Let's Play, voice acting?
let's say this the general voice acting content creation sort of thing. If somebody wanted to start kind of growing a brand on YouTube in the way that you have, doesn't necessarily have to be necessarily even about Undertale, but just like as a voice actor, somebody who wants to take that leap.
Confidence. Confidence is key. If you want to be a voice actor, you have to have confidence in yourself that you can do this and try it out. You
Hmm.
see, how you technically start with voice acting, kind of finicky depending on what kind of voice acting you want to do, whether it be voiceover, voice acting, and how you start out. Like, I'd recommend Casting Call Club because that's where I first start out. That's where
Hmm.
a lot of people first start out.
Hmm.
Simple as making auditions on that website for voice acting roles, and you have to have like audio software so you can record your voice and make it into recorder an audio file to post on there as your audition.
Hmm.
I use this Audacity because if for for one thing it's free. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Audacity has been the one thing that really has saved a lot of bacon. A lot of bacon.
Totally. And it's got everything that is really required for like the basics of
Yeah.
audio editing as well. I,
A lot of people use Adobe Audition because it has a lot more options. But
mm,
for a good start out, Audacity is the number one thing. Number one thing,
mm,
and it's just that simple. Or if you want to do comic dubs on your own channel, you obviously need a video editing software. And started out with Windows Movie Maker, so I was really left with little options of what I could do.
yeah. 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 Yeah.
It's how I started. Of course, you're not going to start out perfect. You just build your way up to it. And luckily for me, I got a better editing software where I can make better content. And I was so happy I got to make so much better content. Because just,
Mm,
the thing with Windows Movie Maker, it was hard because I couldn't put more than one audio file at a time into the thing. So I had
yeah.
to edit all the audio on Audacity. If one thing was wrong, had to reopen Audacity, which that one thing, re-export the audio, then re-implement it. My
I
Windows Movie Maker, they couldn't run GIFs or even videos or anything like that. So at the time when I was first starting out, I was just really limited.
yeah.
But luckily, I got better. I was able to this equipment I needed to get better, because that's all I ever wanted to do was get better. I'm still trying to get better this day. At audio design, voice acting, everything can just to make sure I can just be as best as I can.
Yeah. And a lot of what you're talking about, I relate to quite strongly because I've gone through the exact same thing with Windows Movie Maker, and just being stunned when I finally caved and got Vegas Pro, and oh my goodness, like just so much more possibilities.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
keyframing.
Yeah.
Keyframing.
Oh my god, yes. Ah, amazing.
Keyframing.
Yeah, so good. Cool. So your advice is confidence and get the right software.
Of course, people who first start out, they're shy, not that confident, but they got to realize that in order to really be a good voice actor, it's almost as being like actor, because acting and voice acting are the same thing essentially.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Just why some actors are just really good at voice acting. Like, Jack Black, his role is Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
amazing.
Patrick Stewart, freaking prolific voice actor, and Mark Hamill, man, freaking
Mark Hamill, yes, Mark Hamill.
the very man who first showed us what the Force was, and also, let's be honest, the world's best Joker. I mean that's my opinion, but
Yes.
I think it's fairly
And
yeah.
so yeah, of course you start out shy. But when you realize the more you do it, the more comfortable you get while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Then the more comfortable you get doing it, the easier it becomes. So it's really about starting out, and even if you're shy, you just gotta do it. You gotta have trust in yourself that I can do this, and I'm going to be happy that I do this. And if people say, "Oh, your voice is cringe," "Ooh, I hate that," don't take it to heart to go like, "Oh, I shouldn't be a voice actor." You should just take it as in it's criticism, and I should go like, you know what? Hey, look at this again, and let's see if these guys are actually knowing what they're talking about, or if it's just me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then you can decide, oh, well, maybe I should practice this a little more, or go like, these guys don't know what they're talking about. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. And just because people can be cruel. That's definitely true.
People can be cruel. People have very, very honest opinions, especially with high standard people. And they don't tend to really just say that to be jerks. They say that to just tell you that it's the truth. Oh god, that sounds bad.
I mean,
Actually still sounds bad.
If you are able to like listen to yourself with a degree of objectivity and be like, okay, this doesn't sound very good, I need to record it again. Like, actually, the thing that we uploaded yesterday, like, we did just uploaded a thing from Undertale, and I voiced Papyrus. My first recording, I don't know why, but it just sounded like I was recording in a tin can. So I was like, this sounds terrible, I'm going to re-record it. And I re-recorded it, and it still sounded bad. And I recorded it again, and I recorded it.
You also know...
Yeah, so, like...
Oh, sorry,
You just keep going until you eventually get to the level that you want, I guess. What are you going to say?
You know the pain of when you record something and you know it's kind of bad, but you can't re-record it.
I mean, yeah, I gotta be honest. Sometimes I do mentally just be like, okay, I don't have time to re-record this. This is gonna have to be what it is. Ah.
Oh god, it sucks so bad.
Pie Dog, I'm just gonna jump in. Chat. I'm taking a look. I do want to call out Cider? How do I pronounce it? Cider?
I don't know.
Like, thank you so much. That's a monster donation, and I've been aware that you've created a video actually. That's really cool, and I haven't looked at it yet. I will do. I might take a look at it.
I don't know what the FCK currency is. Interesting.
Yeah, but like, thank you so much for the donation.
Swedish.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'll definitely take a look at it, and I wish you all the best as you kind of go through your kind of creative path. And honestly, my hope from this series really was to kind of give you guys an insight into what it is, just from the perspective of people who are doing it, like making videos and voice acting and editing and whatever form it takes. But yeah, that's really cool. It's really cool. I think that's going to be potentially useful. I mean, for me to look back on just when I am in need of advice too, as well as whoever might, be watching. And
just be confident in yourself, James. I'll be your confidence coach. You gotta have confidence in yourself.
Oh God!
Do what you want to do.
Oh God! People want to know what your soul natures are.
I come in with a mighty rage.
Oh God, there's a comic dub in there. It will probably get like 12 views, but it will be worth it. Anyway, monks drawing my attention. Lottie, thank you. You've been so patient, just continually tagging me. What is your Undertale soul? What color would the soul be? Yeah, I know. That's a tricky one, isn't it?
I don't know.
What are the different souls?
I don't know.
I gotta be honest. I don't immediately recall. There's like obviously determination, bravery, 7 human souls.
It's bravery, patience, justice, kindness. Oh no.
You'd like to hope that you had a little bit of everything, you know? I don't know. I hope that I'm kind. I don't know that I am though. Integrity, bravery, justice, kindness. Thank you, Seda. The Papyrus doing Pokemon theme song is wonderful. It's stuff like that. Like, it got copyrighted claimed within 5 minutes of going on YouTube, so it got posted on Tumblr instead. Don't think many people have seen it, but it was flipping fun, and I'd do it again.
Fortunate.
Integrity, bravery, patience, kindness. Sorry, yeah, go for it.
I was just gonna say it's unfortunate that such a beauty had to go away onto a different site.
It will always be there in our hearts, though. That's what matters.
I gotta say, this remastered version looks amazing.
Oh man, yeah, the sprites. They're great, aren't they? Loved it.
So good.
Just give
It reminds me of an Undertale dub, cinematic dub series. Is the music different too?
I think the music's as the original. It's just the
Oh, that's right. That was only for the cinematic dub because what was their?
Monk, don't worry about it. I actually it's fine. Like I don't massively mind it. I personally think that the world has changed, and that like the idea of copyright is just a bit of a especially with the rise of the internet. Like, how do you protect copyright? I think copyright is going to be a bit like outdated. But red is determination, orange is bravery, yellow is justice, green is kindness, light blue is patience, dark blue is integrity, and purple is perseverance. I think I would like to think of myself as kind, but that does not.
I'll think of myself as kind too. I'll go with the same.
It doesn't. I hope that I am, but I don't know that I am, and that's probably a good thing. I don't know. I don't know. Man.
That's why it was so familiar to me. The channel Plotline Plus did like a cinematic dub of Undertale, and they used that modded version with the sprites, but the music was also reworked from a great composer, Sully Orchestra.
Oh,
and they had a really good voice cast.
Oh man, I know Sully Orchestra's work. That was really cool. I'm going to scroll up.
Sully was such a good orchestra.
Oh yeah, so good. Still doing things. I mean, again, moving on to different fandoms, but yeah. I just needed Jammies to see the chat. Someone asked for something. Where was it? I'm looking for something in the chat. Oh, Michael Rombach. I've been thinking about dubbing and making art. Do you have advice? I'm not sure if I should, though. Michael, if there's something that I would advise you, doubt is normal. Doubt is usual. Wondering if it's worth your time. Wondering if anyone will see it. Wondering if you're good enough. All of those things are totally normal and natural. Do it. Just do it. Download Audacity. download Camtasia. It's free video editing. It's what Blair uses. Find some artwork, put your voice to it, and see what happens. I guarantee you will be surprised. You will learn, you will grow, you will improve, you will make friends, and one day you will be playing Undertale on stream talking to Mr. Amazing. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. Cool. So like we're probably gonna like push this to like over an hour. I aim for this stream to be an hour long, but I'm just enjoying it so much. I just want to keep on going.
Let's just fight Asgore. Let's get the Goat Dad.
You want to get Goat Dad? We'll get Goat Dad. But before
Goat Dad.
Before that, outside of Undertale, we've made some references to some things that you're going into outside of the fandom, but the Undertale fandom specifically. Do you what are your interests outside of like making content on YouTube and outside of Undertale? How do you like unwind between editing? Oh heck.
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh god, mate.
I watch YouTube videos or something.
Nah, man, there's nothing wrong with that. Like watching YouTube is a valid way to spend time. Hey, have you?
Yeah, that's what
you said that you're into Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yes, I like Dungeons and Dragons. I have my friends, in fact, are to Dungeons and Dragons a lot. They're the ones who got me into Dungeons and Dragons.
Man, have you watched Critical Role?
I have watched I don't watch the live streams because I just can't sit down for like 4 hours at a time and just watch it all the way through. But I've seen highlights and yes.
Oh, that's so good. That is a legitimate way to spend your time. Chat, watch Critical Role. Start at Campaign 2, Episode 1.
Matt Mercer is the beautiful man.
Matt Mercer,
Dungeon Master you could have.
Matt Mercer is my man crush and the Dungeon Master that I aspire to be. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Anyway, what's this? Don't judge me that I'm asking this. I have a question. One time you asked for comics for AUs. Say a lot, but you never did a video to this or. JE, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I don't quite understand what that question means.
I think they're asking about me. Did I ask for like a bunch of I don't think I did. Oh no, I said the AU set. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I cast that aside because I think that would have been way too hard to manage because I was gonna have a voice actor for each individual stance. It probably would have been way too hard to manage all that. It would have been way too hard.
Yeah. I mean,
I was just thinking over my head, and I posted that before really thinking about it. So, and yeah, that's why that didn't happen.
Thanks for your patience, JE. I hope that answers your question. Your actions here will determine the fate of the entire world. If you refuse to fight, Asgore will take your soul and destroy humanity. Oh. I kind of feel almost like we've been going for about an hour. All I've done is just the Undertale scene. I know that we've barely got any like progress through the game, but this series is almost as much about the discussion as it is about the footage. So I hope you guys don't mind, and I hope you don't mind, Mr. Amazing, if I quickly almost finish here. But before I do,
it's fine. It's fine.
Thanks, man. Because obviously I know that we're both busy. We've both got things to do. But before I do, there is an important part of the Fandom Lives pantheon that we do need to kind of go through. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fandom Lives Dob Nobble Challenge. I'm about to send you in our Discord chat a word of my own invention. It's beautiful. It is magical. And it is mine. And I would love you to read it. Off you go.
What is this?
It's a word. It's a word that I made. I use it myself often.
I copy it. And put it into a Google Docs and enhance it.
Hang on.
In the goddamn.
JE, you're an absolute star. I've put it in the YouTube chat as well.
All right.
So you can read along at home.
Babble, babble, bad, babble, babble. Rabble, mad, babble, dribble, babble, baldo, baby, bobby. Oh no! What? Please tell me those are just the choose to put together. My suffering.
Well, if you guys are interested in knowing what this word actually is, you can join me in the Discord server. And
Oh, you're gonna do that, huh? You're gonna do that.
it's because I'm scared of being on stream and getting it wrong.
Ew.
I should be able to like say it. Oh my god! Thank you so much, Mr. Amazing. I am gonna end it there because it's been about an hour, maybe a little bit less.
It's been about an hour, yes.
Thank you so much for your time. Do you have any like closing thoughts about what we've been talking about? Anything?
Love yourself.
Love yourself. Don't think there's any better advice than that, is there? Thank you. And thank you.
In whatever context you want, just yourself.
Yeah. I'm never going to hear the end of it from freaking Monk, am I? What am I going to do? Stay determined, Vicky, and stay determined, Evie. Come join us in the Discord server. I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you found that interesting and a little bit inspirational, hopefully. I will jump straight into the Discord fan server to hang out with you guys. God bless you all.
I think I'll go into. Why not?
Ah, sure, definitely. Oh, great. That's really good of you. But yes, we will be back in a couple of weeks' time for my next guest, who is, the clue is that she's a magnificent Undyne and Susie. That is my clue. Another voice actor.
I know who it is already.
Oh. And she may or may not have been in the very video that I referenced earlier. The one that
I am
was
very aware.
Yeah.
You're talking about.
Amazing. So hopefully see you back here in a couple of weeks. I think it's the 24th of June, I think. Or maybe the 27th. Either the 24th or 27th. Yeah. Join us then. And join us in the Discord server for a bit of a hangout and a chat and an opportunity to laugh at my silly voice. Thank you. God bless you. And join us next time for The Fandom Lives On.